Hello and welcome. This is a reading for our sun sign in Gemini. You most might also be feeling it if your moon or your rising is in Gemini. This is for the month of August 2024. I feel like this background today is so perfect. I've got this fog going on. Um, there's going to be a little bit of a fog this month potentially because we do have Neptune going retrograde August the 2nd, followed by Mercury going retrograde August the 5th. Retrograde time, and especially with Neptune rules the dreams, it rules the foggy thinking. But it is also creative. It's a higher aspect of Venus, so it can create, use your dream time consciously to meditate and create that which you want to experience. So it could be a positive time if used properly. But Mercury retrograde for you Geminis, I would be careful this, especially. So August 5th through the 15th, we have Venus in Virgo with Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and that's taking place in your fourth house. So traditionally we know that when Mercury is retrograde, this is not a great time to sign contracts. And this is taking place in your fourth house. So if you're tempted to, buy a house during this time, I would be a little cautious. If you could maybe wait for the closing until after Mercury goes direct, the 28th or thereafter, or if you could quickly button it up before the 5th when Mercury goes retrograde, you'd be okay. During the August 5th through 15th, there may be also just communication with a loved one where there's misunderstandings because, Venus rules the love, the heart, and all of this is taking place in your fourth house, which is the home. So I would just be kind to each other, be patient, and just be aware that misunderstandings could take place for you guys, and it will clear up just like the fog can clear up. So just be patient, okay? By the 29th, Venus will have moved out of Virgo, out of your fourth house into your fifth house. By the end of the month, you'll feel much more lighter, more playful, plan to do something fun, maybe a weekend getaway at the end of the month with a loved one or with the children, spend time with the kids because that's going to be a more playful time. That's all I have for now. Oh yes, the new moon for everyone is August the 4th, which for you, excuse me, is in the sign of Leo, which is your third house. So that might be a great time to have conversations with brothers or sisters, reconnect with the family that way. It's also a great time for short journeys with that new moon in your third house. Full moon is going to take place on the opposite side in your ninth house, which rules long journeys and higher education. If any of you are in school, I would take this time because in general, this month is a bit of a time to have a little bit of quiet time. That would be the best use for it. So if you're enrolled in any kind of studies, I would really focus on that and bring something to a culmination with the full moon that happens August the 19th. So just work hard on those studies if you're in any kind of programs. That would be a great use of this time rather than getting into, squabbles or anything with a loved one. So focus on that. And one of the most positive active times this month is August the 15th. And for you, Gemini, this happens in your second house. No, excuse me. For you, it happens in your first house because for Gemini, Jupiter and Mars are in your first house. Now, Jupiter will be in your first house for quite some time. And any of you who are have your rising in Gemini, well, your rising, your sun, or your moon, Jupiter on top of that for loosely for a year and a half, it should be a super positive year for you Geminis because that's Jupiter rules your prosperity, your expansion, luck. This is a very lucky year for you. And Mars can join that Jupiter, gives you a bit of energy middle of the month to launch something that you've been working on. So best of luck to you all. That's all for now.